Mendoza, Fast Real Estate Services, Doza Real Estate Group on the commute, talking real estate here at going 480 East in Cleveland, Ohio. Going to our weekly commercial and development meeting at Fast Real Estate. But real quick, it's Monday. What is it? The 28th of August. Moving into the end of the third quarter. So hopefully everybody is hitting or pursuing their goals for the end of the year and preparing for 2024. That's what I'm doing. But just some thoughts on what we're doing or what we've been doing the past couple of weeks. So a few things on the development front. We are waiting on some site plans from our architect so that we can submit to different vendors that would be interested in putting their business on this land. This is 14 acres in Vermilion on a state route exit. So we've been talking to places like Sheetz, like Buc-ee's, like I don't know, there's a ton of, once you start looking at, there's a ton of like travel center, gas station / and it's becoming more of like travel experience centers where these places leave a lasting impression on people who are traveling, which I think is great because people are traveling more now that COVID is behind us and all the restrictions. So so it's good to I think these type of centers will be more and more prevalent. So, and the more I learn, the more it's all about experiences. When it comes to real estate, people want to have they just don't want to get their coffee or their gas. They want to have a good experience. They want to have some pretty good memories, especially if they're traveling with their family. So hopefully we'll be able to deliver that. So if you're a retailer out there looking to join us in some of our developments for these travel experiences, and then it's going to be for the local community too, so that there are resources for them to also experience these centers. So hopefully we'll be starting something good in the Cleveland area and attracting the best retailers to our development. So that's number one. Number two, fall sports season is upon us. My kids are playing basketball, football, volleyball, and cheerleading and gymnastics. So we're all over the place. So that helps me look at places and find new destinations around here where these matches are, because part of our development too is to develop sports facilities, because the demand for sports facilities is huge right now, and I can see it with all the activities my kids are in, and how the younger kids are also getting involved more early in sports. So that's always going to be a big driver of where parents go and where they shop and all of that good stuff. So, and then you have a captive audience so that you can get foot traffic for retailers. So stay tuned for that. But just interesting how everything or you can get everything to relate to real estate and what you're doing with your personal life. So 3, we're looking for single family to 10 unit multifamily investment properties in the Cleveland area. We're utilizing self-directed IRAs to invest in some of these properties to raise some of the capital, some private equity, and some debt from lenders. So if you have a property out there that is at a reasonable price, especially if it's distressed or you're just sick of it, don't want to manage the tenants, we specialize in those type of things. And then message to all my family and friends out there, give me a call if you just want to talk about real estate. Just had an interesting conversation with a friend yesterday that I play cards with. He's been sitting on a house for over, I think, 2 years that he inherited. A family member passed away, and still emotional about it. Real estate is a lot of times an emotional thing, so it's hard for people to deal with real estate or sell it, buy it, whatever, when there's emotions involved. So that's why we're here. I've gone through the same thing. I had an uncle pass away in 2022 where luckily I took care of his real estate holdings before he passed away, so it didn't have to go through probate. So we have the experience to get you through that process, both from a real estate transaction and legal perspective, using our attorneys and referral network of people that know about probate, to now, what are you going to do with this property? Are you going to sell it? Do you want to fix it up to rent it out? And we can consult with you to help, and we're happy to help. I don't charge for my initial consultations, so don't worry about thinking that you have to pay me to get an initial consultation so we can tell you what you need to do. I'm happy to do that. So just give us a call, DM us here if you have anything like that. So we'd be happy to show you what you need to do with that property, and especially if you're looking to turn it into an investment property. I've been doing that for 25 years and know a lot of the ins and outs, always learning, but have a ton of experience in transitioning these homes from whether it was your childhood home or relative's home to an investment property. So really excited about that. And we have a bunch of retail spaces in the Cleveland area that we are under the microscope for to get leased out. So if you are a small business of any kind, please contact me, and would love to talk with you and network with you. Even if you're not intending to lease one of our spaces, I'd be happy to give you free consultation on finding either your first brick and mortar space or planning to do it, because a lot of times businesses just dive in with they have a good business model, they're making money on their product, but when it comes time to expand, they really haven't thought about, well, what does it take to qualify for a lease? What do I need to do to show in a business plan and financials and all that? And that sometimes takes years to build, because you're all excited to go expand into a brick and mortar, and then you haven't been keeping your books up properly, you haven't put together a proper business plan to show your vision and planning evidence that your business is going to grow and it's going to sustain in a retail space. Especially most of the desirable retail spaces will require that you prove to them and show them through business plans, projected financials, past financials, that number one, you're a legitimate business that has a product that people want, and two, that you can sustain that business and grow that business so they don't have to worry about you having to pay rent when the market changes or things like that. So give us a call. We'll help you put that all together, because I've seen a lot of small businesses just not be able to achieve their objectives because that piece is missing from their business. So I'd be happy to help, especially if you're even a startup business looking for business consultation on your business itself, on starting the business, growing the business, because we are also small business owners both in our brokerage and in our real estate investment companies. So we understand what it takes to start up a business, the proper legal things that you need to have in place, the proper financial things you need to have in place, the proper setups and network that you should be building as part of your team. Because as you know, if you're a small business owner, you sometimes think you can do it all by yourself, but if you want to grow and sustain, I wouldn't necessarily even grow, but to sustain your business, especially when times get tough, like during the pandemic and things like that, you really need those relationships and that network to support you, to help you either sustain and or grow. So give us a call. So that's it for the start of the week of August 28th. Hope to talk to you soon. Let us know, as always, what you want us to talk about when it comes to real estate. We do commercial, residential, investment properties, and land development, and now new constructions. Forgot to plug Maple Heights new construction residential homes at the $250,000 price point, which is pretty much unheard of in the Cleveland market. Anything new construction is $300,000, $400,000 and above. So if you're a first-time home buyer or looking to downsize or just want a brand new construction, well-built home in an up-and-coming suburb of Cleveland at the $250,000 price point, give me a call, because we have many lots available right now. And once this thing starts going as far as selling, I think it's going to sell out pretty quick. So we have opportunities in Euclid and in South Euclid. So east side, I'm working on some west side development opportunities, but we'll get there. So give us a call on that. With that, we will talk to you soon.